pallet. Full pallet means when we have the product on top of the entire pallet, we call this is the full HU. Simple. Full handling unit or full pallet. Okay. Understand the business requirement. Why we did this enhancement with this business requirement result? Actually, whenever we receive, so recently our vendor started sending us the HU. Generally, in common business, warehouse business, we have the one barcode on top of handling unit. Okay, this is we call SSCC. SSCC means serial shipper container code. Very simple. Serial shipper container code. This is a container. HU is nothing but a container. HU is nothing but a box where we have the product. It's nothing but a container. Okay. So, what is the meaning of SSCC? Generally, whenever we receive the product from the vendor, we have the barcodes. Okay. On top on the HU. No, it's good. Okay, it's fine. Which is the serial shipper container code. Means this is the handling unit. This container ID. Because everything can be identified through the ID number. Okay, so generally vendor sent us. Okay, then we have the handling unit ID. Okay, this is the serial shipper container code. Okay, and in the form of barcode we received that. Okay, but from the last week vendor started sent us, okay, the handling unit which is nothing but a container. Okay, full pallet, full HU, along with the additional barcode. One more barcode vendor has started to sending us another barcode. Okay, so or another example I will give you. Vendor also started sending us barcode like in the square format. Okay, we have nowadays some kind of barcodes, or in the format of like this. Simple. Okay. So till last week we were receiving the multiple handling units and product from the vendor or supplier in the normal serial shipper container code, which is the handling unit ID. But from last week vendor sent us one more barcode. Okay, he sent us. So in that barcode we have additional information. So vendor said us, for an example, Mans. Now for your more flexibility, for more easiness purposes, along with the handling unit SSCC code, I will send you the product details, the batch number, lot number, quantity, material we have inside this box, quantity, everything I will send you. Okay, then you can analyze everything. Then you will come to know, okay, we have this exact quantity, the batch, everything product inside this handling unit. And suppose we are dealing with the, for an example, food item. For an example, we are dealing with the food number. So for our benefits, for our easiness purpose, for our flexibility, vendor helps us, supplier helps us, supplier sends us the handling unit along with the Serial shipper container code, this is the common, which is the handling unit ID, HUID, full pallet ID, okay, or handling unit ID. Also he put another barcodes, okay. In that barcode we have, and suppose this is, assume that this is a product, food product, any food product, okay. So food product could be like any kind of different food products, okay, that has like a kind of some kind of toast, big another type, multiple things could be have here in the when we talk about the food products, okay. Or some kind of, we have the milk packets, okay, milk packets which has like different expiration dates. So, and in that barcode we have the first thing, version, okay, we call this is a variant means version. Suppose we have the different kind of mobile phones, same company, we have the different version, okay, like something 1.3 something version we have. Version means additional functionality have been like added into that phone or like product, that's we call this is the variant. Different variants, we have the different kind of variants, different types of products, different types, different variants, okay. So vendor sent us in this barcode we have different version, okay, which is nothing but a variant. Also we have quantity, means actual quantity means what is the product quantity we have inside this box, and we have here lot number or batch number, okay. Also we have here, we may see this is the handling unit ID, HUID, which is nothing but SSCC container codes, okay. So here we have the product or material, okay. All these things we have in the this only bar inside this barcode. Or suppose vendor said us we are going to send, or we want the barcodes, or we may have to create the barcodes, enhance the functionality. We need to create the barcodes from the standard or from the scratch. Even so, in that all the situation, if you receive the barcodes or you have to create the barcode, process would be the similar. So in this barcode only we have HUID. For an example, in this barcode we have the additional information of the product we have inside the handling unit. What we have now, suppose we deal with the some kind of food product, okay, it's cane product, some kind of different cane product, okay, packed cane product, okay, packed in a steel cane, we have that product. So if we have the food product, we must have the lot or batch number, because, or we call this is the shelf expiration date or best before date. So generally we have all this additional information like version, variant, quantity, batch, handling unit ID, product, what we have the product here, shelf expiration date or best before date, all we have information in this barcode, and we receive this barcode from the vendor or supplier, or we have to create this in the system. How we will manage? So before, till last week for an example, okay, we had only this barcode, okay, so it was very simple. So when we receive the product in our warehouse, I will do the zoom, okay, you will see, then I will rub this and I will explain you more. See, okay, you can see this carefully. So we have all this information, okay friends. Last week we were receiving only this from the vendor or supplier, this HUID, okay? But from the last week we got or we started to receiving additional barcode which contains version, variant of the product. Variant contains the property when it developed, when it created, when it manufactured, the color, the type, okay? Variants, like we have the different variants of, for an example, jeans, pant, different variant, different size, different type. So these are the variants. So we have the quantity, batch, handling unit, product, shelf expiration date, best before date, because we are dealing with the food product. If you don't dealing with the food product, we will not have the like expiration date or best before date, okay? So when we receive these type of barcodes, then how will we will manage into the warehouse business? So I will explain you here. I will explain you. It's simple, very simple. It's very simple, guys. How we will do this? So in that situation, suppose this is the warehouse building, okay? When we receive the product, unload the product at the reception. Let's take this is the 9010 goods receipt RECIEPT zone, which is the temporary storage type, storage section, storage bin, okay? Temporary area or staging area. This is the staging area, or this is the reception area. Reception area, all are same, friends. So okay, here you can see, okay? So when we receive the product in our warehouse, we receive like this HU and SSCC, serial shipper, container code, which is nothing but a HUID, because this is a container. Box is nothing but a container. If you buy a new shoes, you will open the box. The box is nothing but just simple example, okay? Because I relate the example with the real world. So shoes, if you will open the shoes or sandals, anything, you will have the box. If you have a mobile, if you open the box, this is nothing but a container, a small container, different kind of container. So HU is nothing but a container. At runtime we consider this as a container. So that's why serial shipper container code, which is nothing but a HUID. But after last week, we have received additional barcode, which I explained you how we will handle with that. Generally what happens, common scenario I will tell you. So when we receive the product, okay, just a moment, I will do less zoom. Okay, so generally when we receive the product from the supplier or vendor, okay, in the form of handling unit, full pallet, okay, full HU, all are same thing. If I speak only pallet means base, wooden base or plastic base, because we put HU here on top of, it's capable to hold the heavy load, okay, of the material. That's why we call this is only pallet. And this entire is nothing but a container or handling unit, full HU or full pallet. So generally what happens, in our warehouse, when we receive the product from the supplier or vendor, okay, in the warehouse we have the warehouse resources, warehouse employees, warehouse workers. At the time of unloading the product, after unloading, they scan. How they scan? They scan from the